Once again, I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab, and you are tuning into another episode of From Daddies to Daughters. This is something that I am really enjoying. I love talking to my daughter as if she is a grown woman, even though right now she's 4. So to you, my darling daughter, you're only 4 years old right now when I'm making this video. But I do hope that that this message helps not just you, but it helps any other young ladies that are out there in the world. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is this. Destiny, it is extremely important that you make sure that there are at least 2 things that you do before you have a child, before you become a mother. These 2 things are my expectation that I have for you, and I'll explain why, but these are the 2 expectations that I have for you. I want you to make sure that, number 1, you are able to be self-sufficient. What do I mean by that, Daddy? What Daddy means by that is I want you to be able to have some type of profession, some type of job, or some type of career where you are able to take care of yourself. That means you're able to pay your own bills, you're able to pay your own car note, well, you shouldn't have a car note, you should be leasing. That's another thing we'll talk about later, though. I'll drop that knowledge on you when you get older. Lease. Don't buy unless you just get bread like that. And if you buy something that's going to be a classic. Other than that, you should be leasing your cars, all right? Get you like a 2 or 3 year lease. But that's neither here nor there. This is way more important. Be self-sufficient. Be able to take care of yourself. Be able to buy the things that you want, whether it's a pack of bubble gum or whether it's a pair of Louboutin shoes. I don't know what it is these days at this point in time right now. Louboutins are very expensive shoes. I don't know when you get old and you see this and you grown and you see this. I don't know what shoes may be out now that's like really expensive, but Louboutins are very expensive. They call them red bottoms. But at the end of the day, I want you to be able to be in a position to where you're able to pay for yourself. You're able to take care of yourself. You can buy whatever you want to buy yourself. You can go wherever you want to go. You can live the way that you want to live your life. I want you to put yourself in a position to where you can do that. And that means first and foremost, you have to have an education. With that education, you have to have business sense and you have to have a very strong financial acumen. That means knowing how and when to spend money, knowing how to treat money, knowing how to not abuse money. You don't buy all of this frivolous things when you don't take care of your responsibilities, which is making sure you have somewhere to lay your head, making sure you have clothes on your back, and make sure you have food in your stomach. Those are your 3 basic necessities that you must have. And you should be able to finance those things yourself. Not off the government and not from some man. You should be able to take care of those things yourself. So keep yourself in a position to where you can always do that. Now, the other part to that is I want you to, secondly, become a wife before you have a child. Here's why. So you will hear people tell you, and I don't know what the times are at this point when you're watching this, but the way the times are now, you'll hear a lot of people telling you that you're an independent woman and you can do anything you want to do and nothing should hold you back and you don't need a man. That's bullshit. You do need a man. You need a man just like a man needs a woman, and it's more and far more greater than just sex. All right? So don't buy into that. Don't subscribe to that whole feminist, I don't need nobody and I can do whatever and it's all about me attitude. I don't want you to do that. You need a man and a man needs you. That is why children are made together. They are not made by one another. And everybody will tell you crazy things like, yeah, but it's the woman that gives birth. You absolutely right. Woman does give birth. However, the man deposits the seed. Therefore, he is the creator. A man creates life, a woman brings life forth. She actually is the vessel. She is not the creator. So don't believe that one is more important than the other because they both need each other. It's like having a seed and it's like having fertile ground. If you don't have dirt to grow your seed, what do? You can't grow a good crop without dirt, without water. There's so many other things that you need in order to grow a fruit or a vegetable or whatever the case may be. Same thing with a child. A child needs more than just a mother. A child needs a father. A child needs a grandfather. A child needs an auntie. A child needs an uncle. A child needs a brother. A child needs a sister. A child needs a man to live next door to tell him how to do certain things. A child needs a lady down the street that tells him or her how to do certain things. You need a village, and that village starts at home. It starts with the mother, it starts with the father. Then it branches out to grandfathers and grandmothers, and so on and so forth. Don't have a child until you're able to take care of yourself and until you are a wife. Not fixing to be, not almost, not we engage, not we gonna kind of get there. We just ain't got the money yet, but we gonna have this baby. No, you don't have a child until you are able to take care of yourself financially. Then you are a wife, and then both of you together are able to financially take care of a child and raise a child and start a family. That is when you have a baby. Not an instance or circumstance before that should ever put you in that position. So in that case, that means you shouldn't be having unprotected sex. You shouldn't be having sex without birth control, and you damn sure shouldn't be trying to have no babies without those other two things first. Okay? That is my expectation for you. To all you other young ladies out there, even if you may have already had a baby, don't have any more. Because you need to be in a position to where you're able to take care of yourself fully, not partially, not with the help or the assistance of this check that you get from the state or some other man's child support. You need to be able to take care of yourself first. And if you can't take care of yourself 100% first, then you don't need to have a baby. Don't put the responsibility of a child that you're gonna have on the man for child support or on the state for government assistance. Stop doing that. So if you did it once, I get it. Don't do it again. For those of you that haven't done it, trust me, don't do it. Because the older you get, you're going to regret it. There comes a time when you are going to get older and you're going to want things. You're going to want to have a true life. You're going to want to have a fuller life. And having a kid that you can't afford, it hinders that. Don't do that to yourself. Go out and become self-sufficient. Go out and get you a career. And I'm not just talking about being some damn lobotomist or some medical records examiner or something like that. Get you a real job. Get you a job where you can get up and go earn a decent wage to the point to where you can do whatever you want to do. And that means pay all your bills and still have a good sizable amount of money left over. If you living from check to check to where if you don't get paid, then you short, or there's a problem, or you going without, then your job ain't good enough. So it's not about working a job where you ain't making enough. It's about having a career to where you are. So put yourself in a position to where you are able to make enough money to where you can not only sustain yourself, but you can sustain your child. Because at the end of the day, let's say you do get married and your husband has an unfortunate accident and he dies or can't work anymore or is paralyzed or something like that. What are you going to do? You don't want to be leaning on the state for that. You don't want to lean on the government for that. You want to be able to say, well, you know what? I can step up and I can go and do my profession. I can go and be a real estate agent. I can go back and finish, I can be a doctor. I can start my practice back up. Be in that position. If you're not working and you're a wife and a mother, then you should not be working, because it is a 100% clear, without a doubt, choice. And at any given point in time, you can pick up that tool belt, click it on, and go back to work and make good money. Okay? So make sure that you remember that. To all you young ladies out there that don't have children, don't make that mistake. If you're in college, if you're going to college, you're thinking about college, get your education first. Even if you don't know what you want to do, get your education first. Get your degree first. Then you can go back and specialize and do whatever you want to do. But don't have a child. Don't have any babies. Don't do any of that until you are first stable with your career and a job. Secondly, you are a wife with a good husband, a good man. All right? Then you go and you have a children and you bring a child into this world, and then you two raise that child together. And also make sure that that decision to raise a child is a decision that you both make, not just you. And Damn sure not just him. Don't you let no man get you pregnant and you ain't ready to have no baby. And the same thing, don't you make no man no father and he's not ready to be a father, because he will be a shitty father, or he will be an unhappy father, and he will help raise or be a part of a child's life that he was not prepared for. Don't do that to your child. Don't do that to yourself. And don't do that to that man. All right? This is your daddy, and everything that I tell you is so that you can become a better version of yourself. I love you so very much, my wonderful daughter. I hope that this helps you and someone else become a better version of themselves. And to all you other young ladies out there, it's never too late to change. Change yourself for the better. Change yourself because it's the right thing to do. And be better women so that you can be a better wife and a better mother. I love you guys as always. Peace, and I'm out.